All right. Welcome. Whew. Stairs. Maybe within months I'll be. So Chantel pulled our card for today. The writing on it is going to be probably way too small to see, but it says on the front, I love myself. Out of all the life lessons we have on planet Earth, this surely has to be the most important one. I would agree. To fully and completely, unconditionally, expansively, magnificently love yourself is to love all of life itself. And this kind of connects with what we were just talking about, because loving, like self-love, I've asked this question before in my in my coaching groups that I run, and what's come through for me as like what self-love is this unconditional, like that is a really important word, that I can love myself no matter what stage I'm at in my life, no matter what mistakes I may have made, no matter what, no matter where I'm at, no matter what I've done or am doing, that I can unconditionally accept and love and show myself compassion, and feel good about myself. And this for me, I would say, is like been the ultimate sort of quest of remembering, because when we come into this life, we we love ourselves. We look at think of little kids when they look in the mirror. They don't think anything negative about themselves. They make faces, they look at themselves, and they just are enamored with everything that they are. And as life progresses, the conditioning, society, the traumatic experiences, the traumatized people that influence us, all of these things pull us away from that rooted sense in who we are and how worthy we are and how much we love ourselves. And I think this is such a simple thing to say, I love myself, but so complex, because many of us, like many of the people I've encountered, and myself included, at some point couldn't say that word and be being honest about it. It was false, and if I did say it, it felt so uncomfortable. And I could go on and on about this one, because it definitely strikes a chord. So I invite you through this class is to, maybe consider that question of like, what does self-love mean to you? And and like, how do you show that to yourself? How do you show that unconditional love to yourself? So let's start today's class. If you want to lie down, you're welcome to. If you feel comfortable sitting, then you can just stay sitting. And closing down your eyes. And allowing yourself just to move with your intentional awareness. So this inner knowing. I was teaching these 10-year-old girls last week, and I asked them what does awareness mean to you? And one of the girls said, be aware of your surroundings. And so clearly someone has said that to her. And it's this being watchful, being mindful, noticing. And we have this awareness of everything around us, outside of us, but it's a real skill and a remembering to be able to take that awareness and reflect it back inward, to be able to see and feel and hear and acknowledge everything that's going on inside of you. This complex, dynamic being with all of these intricate and indescribable functions and operations and all these little things that are happening down to like the very microscopic elements of you. When we reflect back this awareness into ourselves, we can get a glimpse of the wisdom, of the needs that we are holding. And so just taking a moment to scan through your body and just noticing what's here for you right now today. Again, and I'll repeat multiple times, is that an important aspect of this inner listening and this inner acknowledgement is to do your best to leave judgment out of it. And judgment often looks like a story that we make up in our minds about what we're feeling or about what we're sensing inside. So if you land on a space in your body that feels uncomfortable, that feels tight, that feels tense, rather than make a story about it, about why it's there, about why you don't want it there, and how much you want to get rid of it, instead, just shuffle those judgments off to the side and hold that part. Just as if you were holding a child or a friend, someone that you love. You want to hold these parts of you that are connecting, that are communicating with you. And they communicate, your body communicates through sensation, through feeling. And there is tremendous amount of information that we can find, all of the answers to every single question that we wrestle with through our days. Every answer is found inside of you. So taking this time to reflect back, reflect that awareness back inside of you, and listen. Let's take a deep belly breath. So breathing in through your nose, allowing your belly to fully expand. And exhale. Doing these long, slow, deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and exhale. This next breath that you bring in, I want you to imagine that your side body is growing, not just your belly, but your sides. Bringing in that breath, allowing it to be big and expansive, and then exhaling, letting it go. Slow and controlled. Inhale, belly rises, your sides expand. Exhale. And your next one, inhaling, bringing your belly to rise, your sides, and even your back body. Imagining as you exhale that when you pull in your next breath, there's like an elastic band that stretches and stretches and grows, and your whole circumference of your body gets wider with the breath, and then it contracts back as we inhale. If we think about that balloon inside of that elastic as it grows, every inhale expanding out. It doesn't just expand to the front, it expands all around. So an added layer to that LSD breath is to really be intentional with growing your body with each breath, allowing each side of you, all four directions of your body, north, east, south, and west, to grow and expand with each inhale. And then it contracts back with the exhale. And so when you're ready, just taking one last big, deep inhale, exhale. And slowly bring yourself back to seated. And from here, we're going to stretch out our right leg from our body. So keeping it as straight as we can. And we're going to tuck our left foot into our inner right thigh. From here, we're going to turn towards our right foot. And we're going to inhale, first inhale and pull your spine long and tall. And on the exhale, slowly curling down over your right knee. Wherever you can get to, Just pause there and plant your hands on the floor, on your leg, on your foot, wherever you're at. And in this space, we're just going to breathe. We're going to let go of any judgments about how deep we can flex, how low we can go, how much we wish it could be different. And we're just going to embrace where we're at right now. Breathing into where there is tension, where there is tightness, where you feel your body holding. Bring the breath in. Anytime you need to make an adjustment to your seat bones, to your legs, allow yourself to adjust, and every exhale softening just a little bit more. Inhaling into the discomfort and the tension and the tightness. Exhaling, letting go, letting your body fall a little bit more. Keeping those breaths long and slow and controlled. Deepening with each inhale, exhale, soften and fold. Notice where you feel in your body sensation of holding. That tension of holding. Breathe into it. Invite it to let go. On your next inhale, slowly walking your hands back up till you're sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to switch sides. So now your left leg is going to extend. Your right foot is going to come into the inside of your left leg. Squaring off towards your left foot. Taking that deep inhale as your body pulls tall, your head towards the sky. And then exhale, folding over your left leg. Again, finding where you land. Release your knee and just let your body soften into where you're at right now. Notice the contrast in the two sides. One might feel more open, more relaxed. Again, notice without judgment. When we notice, a great way that we can try to avoid having those judgments is just to name what we feel. And you can even say, yes, you get to belong to that tension in my right hip, in my right flank that I feel. You get to belong. I got you. I feel you. And I'm going to breathe into you. Breathing that love into these parts of our body that are holding. Taking those deep breaths. Every exhale, letting go a little bit more. Breathing those inhales into the tightness, into the tension. Exhaling, letting go. And on your next inhale, walking slowly your hands back up the mat or your leg. And we're going to switch sides again. So your right leg extends, your left leg into your right inner thigh. This time we're going to turn towards our bent knee, so towards our left knee. And from here, we're going to reach out with our right arm, sitting up nice and tall with the inhale, lining up that extended right arm over your right leg. And on the exhale, folding down now into a bit of a side bend over your right leg. So your body is facing towards your left leg. From here, you can hold. You're good. You can hold here, or you can even take your left hand and wrap it around your body, bringing your left hand to the small of your back and just allowing your chest to open wide. If that's too much for you, just holding the stretch, just leaning. You don't have to use your left hand. Again, noticing where you're holding in your body. Where is there tension? Emotional energy is stored in the body. If we think of emotions as energy in motion, they want to move. When we repress our feelings, when we don't allow ourselves to express, this energy can become trapped. It becomes trapped in the muscle fascia and the tissues, down into the cells of our body. When we allow ourselves to notice the tension where we're holding, we are opening into those spaces with our breath. As we inhale, we invite these parts of our body that are holding to come forward, to feel free. It is normal when we come inside our body, when we allow ourselves to listen and to feel and to breathe. It is normal to feel different emotions coming to the surface. Don't push them back down. All the parts get to belong. Let's take another deep inhale and slowly come back up to straight. And we're going to switch sides again. So your left foot extends, your left leg, and your right foot into your left thigh. Turning your body so that you're facing your right knee, your right bent knee. Inhaling, lifting up tall, pulling your spine tall and straight. And on the exhale, leaning with your left hand over your left leg into this side stretch. You should feel it along the right side of your body. If you want, you can add and bring your right hand into the small of your back, the back of your hand pressed into the small of your back, just opening up even more into the side stretch. The risk of sounding like a broken record, listening to where you're holding tension in your body. Our hips and our low back are huge places where we store a lot of emotional energy. These spaces are connected to our sense of safety in this world, our sense of who we are. The fluid, emotional river that flows through us is housed in these spaces. Our personal power, our sense of security. Breathe into it. Your next inhale, releasing your hand and slowly coming back up. From here, we're gonna lie down onto our mats. Lying down flat onto your mat. Your arms reach overhead, your feet stretch and extend out from, I don't know how to say that, from beneath you, I suppose. From here, we're gonna come into a movement they call the dead bug. So your right hand, you might have even done this before, your right hand is gonna come up to meet your left leg. And then it's gonna come back down. And then your left hand is gonna come up to meet your right leg. So your opposite alternate hand or arm and leg are coming up at the same time. And so just keep doing this movement, alternating sides, closing down your eyes, finding your rhythm, your pace, allowing your breath to match the movement. Maybe you inhale as you come up, exhale as you go down. Allowing your breath to flow with your body. Again, taking your experience, taking your awareness inward, and just noticing. You might feel some flutters, some shakiness in your legs and your hips. Just allow that shakiness to be there. Every time you're lifting, making sure that you're contracting back your belly, your lower back pressing towards the mat so that you're protecting your back and your core as you're doing this movement, because a lot of the strength to lift and lower is coming from your core. Again, this core, which is like our foundation, the lower triangle of our chakras, first, second, and third, our sense of safety again, our sense of pleasure and our freedom to experience pleasure, our freedom to experience emotions, and our sense of who we are, our personal power, our confidence. Just allowing the movement, closing your eyes, breathing as you come up and down. That's it. Keep breathing. Don't be afraid to let those breaths be noisy. Really deep inhales, controlling that exhale. Let's do 2 more each side at whatever pace or rhythm that you're moving at. And when you finish up those 2 each side, just bending your knees, planting your feet on the ground, and then grabbing underneath your knees and just allowing your body to rock side to side. Just giving your lower back a little bit of a massage. And then coming back to center and rocking up and back, coming back to seated on your mat. Cross-legged, we're going to bring our hands just in front of our shins. As we inhale, we're going to imagine our chest is pulling towards the front of the room. As we exhale, we're curling our spine back. So it looks kind of like a cat and cow, except that we're sitting. We're really allowing this flexion of our spine. Trying to keep your chin neutral so your head is not flopping around with the movement. We inhale as you pull towards the front of the room. Exhale as you curl back. That's it. Just listening into your body, feeling this movement, feeling the curve and the extension and the flexion of your spine as you move. Let's come back to center, taking a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your legs out from underneath you, coming into all fours. Now we're actually going to do the cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, look up and lengthen your spine. Exhale as you curl and bring the top of your back towards the ceiling. Inhale as you look up and lengthen. Exhale as you curl. And then just find your own rhythm, your own pace. Close your eyes and allow your body to flow. Really feel that stretch in your spine. The movement, each time your body is flexing and extending, the movement starts in your tailbone. And with your attention on your spine, you can feel the cascade of movement through your spine as you come between cat and cow. You can feel down to every little bone that moves in succession from your tailbone to your neck. Connecting in with your body as it's doing this movement. You may even offer some gratitude to your spine as you feel it moving, as you connect with your vertebrae. Thanking this part of you for holding you, for protecting you, for keeping everything safe that's within you that allows you to be you. Bringing back the card that was pulled at the beginning of the class, I love myself. What does that mean to you? And does it feel true? Let's just come back to neutral after you finish the one that you're on. Just holding your spine in this neutral tabletop position, taking a deep breath in. Exhale. Another deep inhale. Exhale. And walking your hands back to your knees, swinging your legs out from underneath, coming back into cross-legged. And from here, bringing your hands up, your fingertips point down towards your underarms. And from here, we're going to twist. So you're going to turn to your left as you inhale, your right as you exhale. Left, right. This becomes a little bit of a quicker movement. All of that opening into our hips and our low back. This movement, it's like a cleanser. They kind of call it the washing machine. The cleanser of all of that energy that you intentionally allowed to be here. Everything that you invited to come forward. Let this movement open it even further. Turn it and give it the freedom to move. Potentially even to feel release or some relief. Inhale left, exhale right, twisting. Close your eyes, allow your body to just flow with the movement. keeping that breath through your nose. It's powerful, it's energized. Bringing it deep into your body. And then exhale, let go. Just really, it's like we're wringing out our adrenals that get so tapped out and stressed out and overwhelmed because of the constant tension that we can be under. So allow this breath, allow this movement to wring those parts of you out. And let's come back to center. Take a deep inhale. Really pull your elbows and your shoulders back. Opening up your chest. Exhale, bring your shoulders down around towards your ankles and curl. Inhale, open up your heart, open up your chest. Exhale, curl. Every inhale opening, every exhale feel that squeeze. And on your next inhale, hold it here. Exhale, hold. Inhale. And release your hands slowly down as you exhale. And making your way down onto your mat. Lying flat on your back. Letting your body be heavy into the mat. Allowing yourself to just release and let go. To let everything fall away. Notice your breath coming in and out. Notice your heart beating. Notice the activity of your mind. Does it feel quiet? Does it feel easeful? Doing another scan through your body, starting at the top of your head, making your way slowly with your attention, with your awareness, all the way through your body. Allowing yourself to land on any sensation that you feel. With curiosity. Openness and understanding. Bringing your hands up over your heart, maybe your left hand under your right, feeling your hands together here over your heart space. Trying on how it feels to say these 3 words. I love myself. Just noticing what happens. Noticing any thoughts you might hear. Just noticing and allowing, I love myself. And taking a deep breath into your heart. Exhale. Rolling onto your side. And just taking your time to come back to seated. I think that this is an important 3 words for us to all take some time to reflect on, and a simple practice you could explore through the week would be just to simply sit, taking a few of those big, deep, expansive 4-directional breaths in your body and saying those words to yourself, I love myself, and listening to what surfaces for you. If you're holding doubt, if you're holding judgments, if there's like what I call the but voices, where they're like, yeah, but. And just allowing yourself to be present with those parts of you. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe when you say those words, it feels really grounded and really true. And that is a beautiful space to be in, and you should honor that. Because there is many, many people who are far from that. And if you are finding distance from those words, where they don't quite feel true, where there's voices, critical, judgmental, negative voices saying why, to just be open to allowing those parts of you to have a voice, as uncomfortable as they might be. And if you use a journal, that would be a great place to capture those judgments of ourselves. As uncomfortable as it is to feel them, they are parts of you that are asking to be heard. We'll just take one final breath here together. And we'll release it with a big sigh and let it go. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I wanted to mention too, I know there's a couple people that are local that are online as well. This Saturday I'm doing a Kundalini breathwork event here. So what we just did was actually Kundalini, but so it's just a style of movement. And so we do some movement and then we go into a breathwork journey. So it's an activating sequence of breath. And if you're in my email, you will see an email about it today, but it's a 2-hour event, and so if you're interested in coming, you can let me know, or you can find that in your email. So yeah, thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah.